Here we fucking go again. I'm a little aggravated. It's the second time I've tried to make this video and my phone keeps turning itself off. And then when I go to see, because I get about 7 minutes in and then the whole shit's gone. So, round three. Thomas Paine. Reason obeys itself and ignorance submits to whatever is dictated to it. I'm reasonable. I got reason. If you fucking accept what's going on, you're ignorant. You are ignorant. You've ignored everything that's going on, the precursors and the patterns and all that shit. IQ is determined by pattern recognition primarily, and a lot of you motherfuckers got low IQs because you can't see the patterns that match up with history, and the end game goal is it's. I feel bad for you, but I don't, because you get what you tolerate. But I'm mad at you because of what you tolerate. Now I'm expected to tolerate the shit, and it's fucking up everybody's lives. People's lives that actually give a shit about freedom. So fuck you. Number two. The greatest tyrannies are always perpetuated in the name of the noblest causes. You can see this with the Patriot Act of 9/11. You can see it with lockdown measures, face masks, social distancing, mandatory vaccinations with the COVID shit. It's a noble cause. We got to save you from terrorism. We got to save you from this disease and shit. And you get that because they can't just come out and do some evil shit for the sake of evil, because nobody would go for it. But because you're ignorant, they can make up a problem, no problem, get your reaction, and then they administer the solution, which is always something that achieves their end goal. And now it's all fucked up. So you quit being fucking ignorant. Belief in a cruel God makes a cruel man. Ain't that the truth? I would say that I would extend that to beyond religion and say that government is people's gods, and money is people's gods, and scientism is people's gods, and politics is people's gods. It makes very cruel people because you're ignorant and you allow people to perpetuate tyranny from the noblest causes, but you don't understand the cruelty that comes with that. Like, government inherently is violent and corrosive, or coercive and corrosive to the fucking soul, the nature, the planet, everything. They're horrible parasites, and because you're ignorant and they're smart enough to do the shit during noble causes, you'll clap as your neighbor gets ripped out of his job, fucking thrown in a cage, or even murdered over some bullshit that you should fucking know better about. Thomas Paine. To argue with a person who has renounced the use of reason is like administering medicine to the dead. You can see this on the left and right, because they're ignorant, because their God is government, and because they're ignorant, they let tyranny be perpetuated in the name of good, because they want to be left alone, because they don't want to be outside of their comfort zone. They allow all this shit to happen. I dare you to fucking try to talk to them out there, get mad. There's no reason there. They turn into total jackass Family Guy mode, and you can't tell them shit because they don't know shit, and they don't want to know things that would make them uncomfortable. Now, when I started figuring all this shit out, I was extremely depressed. But it helped me get off drugs, because it made me realize that all the shit that's going on in the world was the reason why I was doing drugs, as a form of escapism. And now that I know what's up, I don't have to squirt shit up my arm to try to avoid that. I can face that reality. Well, a lot of people can't face that reality, and I think it would make a lot of people suicidal and turn them into drug addicts or whatever, so they refuse to believe that. You know, the evidence is overwhelming, it's abundant, it's everywhere, it's right at your fucking fingertips, and somehow these people still can't figure it out. I think it's purposeful neglect. So fuck you for that. Those who wish to reap the blessings of freedom must, like men, undergo the fatigue of supporting it. Right now, it's an information war. There's a lot of people out there spreading this information, but the other motherfuckers ain't listening. They're censoring people. The ears that are out there to hear, they don't have the eyes to see or the ears to hear. So it ain't getting the message across. People seems like they don't wake up until it's knocking on their front door or in their backyard or affects them directly. Well, now we're to that point where the shit is affecting everybody directly. So a lot more people are waking up, which is a great thing. Let's hope they continue to carry all the way up the mountain and not park at the bottom and think they got it. It was some mean mind postage stamp consensus fucking bullshit. But you lose the information war, then all you got left is physical war. Because, the whole thing is the control of information controls your perception. You control people's perception, you control their emotions and their actions, and you control how the world operates. And then on top of that, they control the food, the water, the electricity, borders, money, all of it. So, we got a lot of ground to gain back. So I suggest that you wake the fuck up and try to figure out what the fuck is going on and try to help do something about it. Last one. A body of men holding themselves accountable to nobody ought to not be trusted by anybody. There goes your politicians. Who the fuck? They fuck up shit all the time. Like, almost everything they write goes against the laws of the land and the Constitution. I'm not into parchment idolatry, but we got a pretty good foundation. And people turn a blind eye to this shit. Gripe about it. It's fun to talk about it at Thanksgiving or in the car on the way home from work. But more needs to be done, and you need to stop supporting this shit. You need to stop funding this shit. You need to stop praying to fucking government to fix your problems, educate your kids, secure your food sources, keep electricity running. Like, all this shit can be done by private individuals as a community. And even on individual basis. But, like, you fed this juggernaut so much that it's just this steroided out fucking freak that's really hard to contend with. So, fucking stop. Fuck you.